NASDAQ or S&P 500 index fund. Join me as I dive into the world of investing to figure out which index fund is actually the best for you. NASDAQ or S&P 500. Let's find out. Index funds have revolutionized the way we invest our money, providing an affordable and efficient way to tap into the market's growth potential. But with so many options available, choosing the right one can be overwhelming. That's why it's crucial to understand the differences between two of the most popular index funds, NASDAQ and S&P 500. Many investors are torn between these two giants, unsure of which one to choose. Should you go with the tech-heavy NASDAQ or the more diversified S&P 500? The decision may seem daunting, but it's essential to recognize that each fund has its unique characteristics, risk factors, and performance track records. Making the wrong choice can lead to subpar returns or even significant losses. On the other hand, selecting the right index fund can be a game changer for your financial goals. It's time to break down the common dilemma that investors face and explore the implications of this critical decision. When you're investing in an index fund, you're essentially buying a small piece of the entire market. But what you need to realize is that these funds are not created equal. NASDAQ and S&P 500 have different underlying compositions, which affect their performance and risk profiles. For instance, the NASDAQ is heavily tilted towards tech stocks, which can be both a blessing and a curse. On one hand, you get exposure to innovative companies that drive growth. But on the other hand, you're also more susceptible to sector-specific risks. The S&P 500, on the other hand, provides a broader diversification across various sectors, reducing your exposure to any particular industry. The consequences of choosing the wrong index fund can be significant. Imagine investing in a fund that's heavily exposed to a sector that's about to experience a downturn. You could end up losing a substantial portion of your hard-earned money. That's why it's vital to understand your financial goals, risk tolerance, and investment horizon before making a decision. Are you a long-term investor looking for growth, or a conservative investor seeking stable returns? The answer to this question will significantly influence your choice between NASDAQ and S&P 500. While the NASDAQ has historically outperformed the S&P 500 in terms of returns, it's essential to consider the level of risk you're willing to take. The S&P 500, with its diversified portfolio, tends to be more stable and less prone to dramatic fluctuations. But stability often comes at the cost of lower returns. So, which one is right for you? The answer lies in understanding your unique financial situation and investment objectives. The NASDAQ and S&P 500 index funds have distinct characteristics that cater to different investor profiles. The NASDAQ is ideal for aggressive investors who are willing to take on more risk in pursuit of higher returns. On the other hand, the S&P 500 is better suited for conservative investors who prioritize stability and diversification. But what about those who fall somewhere in between? The key is to find an investment strategy that aligns with your financial goals and risk tolerance. By doing so, you'll be able to make an informed decision that sets you up for long-term success. When it comes to investment strategies, there's no one-size-fits-all approach. Some investors may prefer a hybrid strategy that combines the benefits of both index funds. Others may opt for a more tactical approach, shifting their allocations based on market conditions. The possibilities are endless, and the right strategy will depend on your individual circumstances. By understanding your investment needs and the unique advantages of each index fund, you'll be able to create a tailored approach that maximizes your returns. In summary, choosing between the NASDAQ and S&P 500 index funds is a critical decision that can impact your financial future. It's essential to understand the characteristics, historical performance, and risk factors of each fund, as well as your personal investment needs. By doing so, you'll be able to make an informed decision that sets you up for long-term success. Thanks for watching. If you've had experiences with index funds, let us know in the comments below. And if you're interested in exploring more investment strategies, be sure to check out our next video, where we'll dive deeper into the world of investing.